Primarily because I grew up 10 miles south of where it is. That was my main interest. My secondary interest, because I had this tabloid here, I worked at the Louisiana Press Journal, my first job out of J school here. That was 1960 through 62. While there, I ran across this tabloid. Saw on the internet, I think, you all posted emails that you're redoing the bridge. Well, I saw the newspaper clippings. I knew it was happening anyway, and I thought, I wonder if I can find that old 1929 tabloid. And curiously enough, I did. So I thought, well, that's neat. I wonder if they would be interested in seeing how they built the first bridge that they're now tearing down and replacing. And I emailed whoever had posted that email or that internet note and said, yes, we'd like to do that. Everything you need to know about the building of the first bridge is here. From the concept, why they needed it, why they should name it the Champ Clark Bridge. They weren't as reliant on photographs as we are today, but they do have some photographs, and one portion of the bridge collapsed during construction, caused some fatalities, and the big four of the Champ Clark Bridge, it has pictures of them, who they were. Lloyd C. Stark was governor at the time, and local fellows, Andrew Murphy, Charles Buffum, and W.J. Garner were the four leaders of the whole project. But of course, all the local businesses supported the thing. They raised the money, the Pike County, Missouri side money, within a week. Raised all the money they needed for it. And it's just remarkable. An absolutely solid foundation of selected land and tested material, put together by experienced and expert workmen, fitted and joined at every point of contact with nicety and precision, exactly smitten for every respect in the use of which it is intended. It's built like a bridge. It was the headline. They're talking about the doctor shoe. The Champ Clark Highway Bridge stands out in practical perfection above other similar examples of its class. It's compared with just shoes, about like our bridge does with a plank across a creek. So anybody else's shoes are just a plank across the creek. The doctor shoe is like the Champ Clark Bridge. I thought that was really clever, but they have, in this, they list all the people who gave money for it, extensive reports on the construction, pictures of the construction, and the unfortunate accident when one of the spans fell through while they were building it. And in the center section, they give you, if you're driving from Chicago to Kansas City, gives you the mileages until you get to cross the Champ Clark Bridge, and that's 276 miles from Chicago, and then New York to San Francisco by way of the Champ Clark Bridge. Somebody spent a lot of time getting a lot of material to put this thing out, and it's just, I think, just a real treasure. Selecting the name for the bridge. Why did they pick Champ Clark? Of course, he was the Speaker of the U.S. House, our representative in Washington, and was from Bowling Green, and was Speaker of the House in D.C. Pretty prominent for a Pike County boy. I grew up in Clarksville, a little bitty town on the Mississippi River, 10 miles south of where they're building the bridge at Louisiana. And I don't know that we used the bridge that much, but we were always just fascinated by it. You know, just to stand back and look at it, or to drive across its very narrow lanes. And consequently, when I found out they were going to rebuild it, I thought, that's worth watching. They bragged about this being our $1 million bridge. And I thought, well, those were the good old days. And I'm going to try to follow I have on my computer the updates, you know. So I've kind of followed the progress of it, just imagining if this were 1929, what would they be doing? I'm sure the construction techniques are significantly better than they were back then. Well, I'm totally fascinated with that area. You say you can't go home again, but you can.